What the? Hey now, what? Is that a stream for the first time in like a week? Whoa! That's right, because I'm employed. I have a job. That means time is less, less available for streaming. Still figuring out what could make for a good routine. Not even through the first week yet, but I'm noticing not a whole lot of time. I'm gonna have to change up the routine quite a bit. They want to have streaming in there somewhere, even if it's only for like a few hours. Which today will be just the 3 hours as I had been doing, like the 2 weeks leading up to this one. How's everybody? Welcoming young man Winty, Sinister, Ben. How is job? Job's good. Job is good. Familiar faces at job. Faces that I am fond of. For they belong to good people. It's the people that I'm fond of. Well. Also Kevin, hi. With 4 L's in that first well. Goddamn. You can afford that in this economy? 4 L's in a single well? Hi, Niswin. Welcome in. You gotta change your name to KV7? Because of the V7s you do? That's true. It's a special occasion, you know. What is it? I am unfamiliar with this occasion. It's Wednesday, oh my god. It sure is. It's also the last day of September where gift subs and subs are discounted. Like just a few more hours, I think at 6 my time, so just under 5 hours from now when that shit ends, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's just about the type that it was Tuesday in it, but Ben's right, it's Wednesday. My dude. The day formerly known as Tuesday. That was yesterday. Sorry, Mr. Chance. Imagine streaming on a Tuesday. Huh. Certainly not me. Maybe in the future if it's convenient in like the evening. I don't know. I don't know yet. I need to have a normal week of work first to determine what is and isn't possible. I may even have to change when I do my workouts. Instead of doing them in the morning, maybe I'm better off doing them after work, so I start work super early. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm heading out to the gym. Because I feel like it might be easier to start work early than to get my ass over into the gym in the early AMs. It'll still be relatively quiet at the hour I intend to go. I'll see tomorrow. Is when they'll try that for the first time, because it didn't go great on Monday. I was like, oh god, it's already 11 and I gotta go work. Boss, if you hear this, I still got my hours in. I just started a little late. How's everyone else doing? How was your past week and weekend been? It's been a hot minute. It's been a week since I was last here. Oh my god, I sure hope I remember how to stream. Moved a load of wet soil around in the back yesterday. They heavy? Yes. Gardening gains. I have recreated the one thing I did off stream for like stream related stuff is I recreated the travel mug in Photoshop. I am now encountering an issue though where some JPEGs I export are fine, and others are not. When like, oh, I need to make a small little change. Like this logo is actually quite large. Oh, actually, now it's not being read at all. Even though my export settings are the exact same, so yay! Technical difficulties. I drew a little red line for the tote bag because I opened it the other day. I was like, wait a minute, that's funky looking. And I still have no idea of what to do for the sweater. Haha. Y'all are not meant to see it yet because I hadn't clicked over yet. JPEGs are fucky. Over in Fourth Wall's End, like some of the JPEGs I upload are completely fine. And then I'm like, oh, I need to make a small little change actually. And then I do, and then that new export is like, well, I'm stupid. I'm blind now. I can't see this shit. But it's like it's the same settings. I'll have to try again later. I just wanted to see how it looked. I ended up making the logo a bit smaller. Hi. Oh no, my throat. Slim. I had a late lunch. Still interested in time though, but thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Feel free to chat. Feel free to lurk. Speaking of follows, there were a bunch of follows off stream because a short of mine ended up doing quite well on TikTok. For once, by TikTok standards, it's fine-ish. It's not massive, but it's definitely by far my biggest short there now, so that's fun. Apparently the trick is to be Dutch, declare online that you are Dutch, and people will be going, oh my god, I too am Dutch. Hello. Who is it? You're an influencer now? What the fuck do you know? Yeah. I am influencing people to be creative because I'm not. Go make stuff. And you make stuff, not AI. Fuck off. Pick it up. A Dutch influencer email. Oh, the absolute fucking worst. You're Dutch? Sorry, I thought you're Curzec. That's right. I could be both. Imagine, Darkful. Hi, how you doing? Also, man, you woke up early today? How early? Did you get enough sleep? I had so-so sleep. It's been better, it's been worse. Dreading going to dentist part 2. Oh no, more dentist. I hope it goes well. Is that later today? Is a plan? I have a plan? This is news to me. Imagine having a plan. The plan for today is, I guess, try to brute force more hoodie stuff out of my brain. In half an hour, I'm getting ready to leave, so I'll leave my lurk here. Aw, have a good time. Well, good luck over at dentist. Good times at dentists are probably not likely, rare. Neutral time, in my case. Even a bad plan is better than no plan? I don't know, Chief. It depends on the plan that is labeled as bad. Depends on how bad it is. Yeah, and like the root of the plan. Like what's the plan for? Good fucking god. So we have the mug. This is the current CMYK version. Or at least the JPEG is CMYK. I got a cute little pop-up from Clip just now, like, it's CMYK! I'm like, I know! I made it that way in Photoshop, which it can. Oh, Photoshop can, and CSP2 can't. For some reason. But it's pretty much identical to like how I made it in Clip. I just made the logo a teeny bit smaller. And everything is more nicely aligned. Everything's done with shape tool stuff, so it's all vector. And then for the tote bag, the red line that I mentioned is I noticed that like this should be the center, and therefore its deepest point should be there, but it's over there for some reason. And this is why I can't be trusted to deliver stuff the same day, because it's like hindsight, like, wait a minute, that's fucked up. Be correcting these. Speaking of Mishka, Gimme Mush. Sigh, I guess. Are you ready for this Mishka bin? You better be fucking ready for this Mishka bin. Plate the blood toll. I'm ready? No, you're not. Yeah. You was never. See, I told you! I told you weren't ready! Look at that warmth. That's a good moosh. Uh-huh. I was debating between this photo I took this morning and another photo I took this morning. The other one was fine as well, but the interesting part about it that while I was making that photo, she was making little biscuits in the blanket. That's a happy kitty. We love a biscuit. The big version is in the pets channel in the Discord, !Discord. For all to gawk at for eternity. Such floofage, uh-huh. Yeah, a lot of white hair comes off her chest when I pet it. There's a character in Skong named Mishka. Oh my gosh, he's a flea master? Speaking of, I made this a few streams ago and didn't have the spine to share. Oh, why would you not have the spine to share this? This is great. This is for Ben. Because I'm chicken? You shouldn't be. There's no need to be chicken. Look at this. Big ol' Simpsons. Simpsons meme, which is apparently getting a second movie after... God, how many years has it been since the first one? When that came out? So I believe this is Ben's new wallpaper for his desktop. Pet the neighbor's cat today? Nice. The last cat that I pet that wasn't mine was my sister's. Traveled down to visit her for her birthday last weekend. It's a Maine Coon mix with a regular house cat, I believe. Just like regular. Foofage. That creature that my sister has, it fucking loves scritches on its ass just behind the tail. On the spine, you know. That ass goes uppies when pet. Its name is Kiwi and he's a menace. The butt pats? Oh, violent butt pats. If you stop, people look at you and like, why you stop? These pictures and many more in the Discord channel. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for making this, Darkfree, and thank you for sharing. Not me, just mindless. Just mine a little bit. Picks up sword, do it for her. You have a sword? Damn. I have one of those. In real life. I heard something Greek. And I don't know what was the music. Darkfree, your shelf looks so good, by the way. Shelf? Pray tell, what is this shelf? Show the shelf? Did you do a little decoration? I miss I could display shelf for my models. Oh, lovely. Just that. Guess I'll just mindlessly make some corrections. Thing first. Get easy stuff out of the way. Here it is, a little bit of road. Oh shit! Look at that! That's cool as fuck. I would have no idea where to even start to make something like this. Oh god, it's a pfjif. We'll have to share it like such. Weathering. I don't know. I don't know her. That's good shit. That's a good shelf right there. Fed like this, just foam sheets. Oh dang! That's a nice side by side to have. Just be like how it started versus how it ended. Trust the process. That's cool. Yeah, making it dirty and then cleaning it up again to make it look aged. Yeah. That's cool as hell. Nice work, Darkvolt. I don't remember what brush size I used. I think it was one's bigger. Nope. Got a skedaddle, have a good skedaddle. Tell the dentist I said hi. Don't. What if? What's everyone else up to? I want to correct these little dudes. Sure those little corners are aligned. Do an update to Dead OS when their zombies' arms can get whacked off. Oh! Disembodiment. Delightful. A feature. Will those arms still be flailing around after they've been chopped off? You can still scratch a survivor. I've not been able to game much beyond Pokemon Go. Really, I just end up gamifying walks and getting steps in and being outside. Which, man, weather's really fucking nice right now. Definitely gonna go and be out and about after stream. It's too nice to ignore. Happy October, by the way, everybody. Oh my god, spooky times, they're upon us! Have I thought of anything to do especially for October and Halloween? Ha! No. Suggestion welcome. Knowing my time is limited on things I can prepare. Hi Nico, how you doing? How's job going? Obviously don't say anything you can't. Job's going alright. Job's going A-okay. Working with familiar people. Good to be working with them again. We're just taking our time a little bit, getting back into the swing of stuff again. Play some scary games, pumpkin carving programs, spooky drawings. Hey, man. We're gonna be playing that pumpkin carving game. See if we can all meet up. If at all possible. I think the corrections. I just need to fix the color fill stuff. And you. Much Curzec grind 100 hours of Guild Wars 2 to get the bat mount. Oh man. I mean, it needs to become available again first. Yeah, I saw the other day in my brief login for Guild Wars 2. I was just browsing the kind of mounts skins that had become available over the years and months and such. And I saw one for the Griffin, and I'm like, oh, this one's made for me. This Griffin mount skin is made for me. That's a big old bat. I want this bat. That's a good bat. I love them. It'll probably be an expensive one, though. When it becomes available, it'll probably be like 1,800 or 2,000 gems or something like that. I'm still gonna get it, but like, surely around Halloween, they'll be like, hey, How about this spooky little dude? I'm like, yeah, I will adopt this spooky little dude, and I will kiss him goodnight and all that stuff. Yeah, change the anything dude in last stream. Yeah, that looks better. Pleased with that. Right, now the easy part is done for today's stream. Back to Hoodie! Yay. So I don't know if it's the case for you guys already, but earlier this morning, YouTube's UI was as normal, and then I open up a new tab and it's different now. On the video player at least. It's actually I don't know, I think the thumb up and thumbs down icons are also different. Arbitrary changes. Yeehaw. I was thinking I do want to still fit stuff in here. I feel like they change something once a month at this point. They probably do. Maybe not in UI senses, but like algorithms and all that stuff. A lot of YouTubers right now are like, things are not what they used to be numbers-wise, and it's fucked. It's a little fucked up. And there are different theories as to what's going on. Some people saying like it's just summer's over. People are going back to work and school, so they won't be on YouTube as much. Or other people are like it's because of the ad block stuff that's going on and has been going on for the last few months. And I'm just over here like, haha, I haven't posted a short in almost a week. Later today, well, it'll been a week since my last short. I haven't edited anything either. I haven't had the time, dude. I did my thing on Thursday. Just take it easy. Still do what I had to do and just like prepare for the oncoming changes. Learned later that day that I was going to be visiting my sister in the weekend. So, spontaneous trip to a different country. Which sounds very dramatic. But you know, Europe. Friday was first day of work in the office. Got back home. Ate. Went to the gym. Showered. Went to bed. Woke up. Got ready. Leave so early in the morning. It's like no fucking break. No break since like yesterday evening, really. Which I intended to go to the gym yesterday evening, but I just sat on the couch like, if I go now, in an hour from now, it'll be my usual bedtime. I can't do my workout that fast. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning instead, so I ended up doing it today instead of cardio. Hi, Sonny! How you doing? Having this morning in this cozy jungle music? It's autumn vibes! The song's literally called Autumn's Rise from Crosscode, apparently. How you doing, Sonny? Welcome in. I don't think middleman ad-based revenue is a valid way to make money these days. I mean, only if you're big. And like, big. Is it worthwhile and sustainable? Even YouTubers that have less than 100,000 subscribers tend to struggle. and make even-ish and have some sort of livable wage off of what they make. And 100,000 subscribers is a lot. Like, I can't imagine having 100,000 followers on Twitch. And I got more followers on Twitch than I have subscribers on YouTube. Granted, I'm also just a bit more active here than I am on YouTube. You're good to the even gooder ones when it's cold enough to wear my flannel. Been slacking on my Halloween animation? Yeah, it's sweater weather! I am wearing a new fit today. I saw this sweater on the web shop, and I'm like, I have a vision for wearing this with stuff that I already have. So I got it, and the vision works great. This may be my new favorite fit for the season. I want to do an outfit of the day drawing. Because of it, that's how comfy and nice I feel in it. Let's tempted to maybe do an outfit of the day drawing for today's stream. Maybe I will switch over to that if I'm, again, brain farting on sweater stuff. But I want to have the merch be added to the store sooner rather than later. Ideally within 2 weeks, and even that's kind of like pushing it, but knowing me, that might just become the reality. Because right now, tote bag, I guess, is good, and the travel mug as well. It's just a fucking goddamn sweater. Imagine. Print design hard. And I was also thinking of, like... though it might make it a bit too seasonal. Of like Mishka playing in the leaves of autumn leaves that have fallen down. I don't know how to draw foliage. I'll have to look up reference. It's October, it sure is! Listen to the Rocky Horror soundtrack, you sure can! Happy October, it is the season of pumpkin spice latte! I'm a white woman! I may or may not have already gotten a pumpkin spice latte though, last Friday. I caved, listen, I wanted a treat. And I'm like, I want it. I figure you can always listen to the Rocky Horror soundtrack. Yeah, I'd say so as well, but some people are like, no, spooky stuff is reserved for October. Which I can also understand, because it just, I guess it makes it more special. Yeah, I've definitely set up like an autumn vibe playlist for today's stream. Feel like October is the autumn month. The days gradually getting shorter and shorter. Soon I'll be starting work in the dark and wrap up by dark. Yay. Horror movies come out all year round, unlike Christmas movie. True! Yeah. Huh. I mean, scary movies aren't necessarily Halloween movies. Halloween movies come out around Halloween. How many wintry movies come out throughout the year, though? Not necessarily Christmas ones, just set during winter. Which is probably... I wonder what the ratio is of movies set during winter and how many of them are not involved with Christmas at all. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or Halloween movie? Ooh, the controversy! The big question. Also, Blue, hi, hello, how you doing? Thank you for the hydration check. I'll get to the Night Before Christmas thing after I sip. I look forward to days being shorter. I've always hated coming home from work and it's still mid-daylight. My body is tired but feels like there's more work to do. Getting home and it's dark out feels like the day is complete. I can see that also, but for me it's because I often have, if I need to go somewhere for either work or in the past school, it'll be dark by the time I have to head out, which is in the early morning, and by the time I leave the vicinity, it is dark again, meaning I missed all of the daylight, which is kind of a bummer. And like, wow, with seasonal depression, imagine. Anyway, is Night Before Christmas a Christmas or Halloween movie? I'll be honest, I say it's both. Night Before Christmas is a Christmas film since it's necessary at the plot point. Halloween is not important for the film. That's why Die Hard is a Christmas film. That is the sound logic. But like, what if you watch the Halloween-y part of Night Before Christmas around Halloween and they just gradually play the movie until Christmas? Hey. You just pause it whenever, like, it needs to be paused, according to the movie and its progression. I say No More Christmas starts as Halloween and so is a Halloween film. It's just a 2-month gap, yeah! I feel like you can watch them for both. So, watch 10 minutes a week. Yeah, pretty much. They'll even it out. Then they come out and definitively say it was or not. I don't know. I don't know if Henry Selick has said anything about it, and I trust Henry Selick's say in it more than Tim Burton. Henry Selick was significantly more involved in the making of that movie. Watching Night Before Christmas in real time is a very Ben challenge. I'm the one who suggested it! What do you mean it's a Ben challenge? This is sexism. This is misogyny. How dare you? It's fucked up. The man is playing every GameCube game in order of release? Yeah? As a PSL, don't worry about it. I will take the PSL and still worry about it. What the fuck are you gonna do now, huh? Huh? I hope it's a big one. What's it? I got a grande, which is the medium. So, medium-sized. Medium PSL. I hope I can get PSLs elsewhere, though. I don't want a Starbucks. What game are you up to? Ooh, yeah, Ben. What's the GameCube list at now? Because he's going in chronological order of release. Hi, Ben, by the way, and what you're working on today? Should be working on sweater. I made a small correction to the tote bag. This center dip wasn't quite centered, which you can see in this earlier version, where also this eye was smaller. That's really all I've done so far. And I've been staring at a blank canvas for the hoodies and sweater back design dealio. I might switch over to an outfit of the day doodle because I was saying earlier how I have an outfit on right now. It is working really well. Last one I played was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. Ooh. Ghost is a name there for Halloween game. But, Sonny, ghosts don't necessarily mean Halloween, because then A Christmas Carol, which has the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future, does their presence make it Halloween? Does their presence make the Christmas Carol movie a Halloween movie? The fabric of reality is falling apart. Yes, oh god. Alright, everybody. Time to watch your Christmas Carol movies. It's October. I must away to my chambers. Marley and Marley. Oh man, the design of Marley, or whatever his name is, in that Netflix 3D animated film from a few years ago. That was a cool design. I think that was Nicholas Cole as well. You can do some character designs for that movie, and they are very good. No Thanksgiving movies? You lie. There are definitely Thanksgiving movies. There's that weird 3D one from a few years ago. I don't remember the fucking name. It was one of those, like, weird, kind of big-ish, but not quite-ish animated movies that weren't from either DreamWorks, Disney, Sony, Pixar, etc. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, a Thanksgiving movie? It sounds like a vehicle movie. This is a massive plot point. Okay, I yield. Good. Shut him down! Shut him down! Oddly enough, Thanksgiving movies for me are a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and then Bon Voyage Charlie Brown and Don't Come Back. Take back the PSL. You can't take back my PSL, I've already finished it! Ha! It's an empty cup! While you weren't looking, I was sipping. Very quickly. Eats the cup. Enjoy your macroplastics. How's that taste? Crunchy? Yeah, I'd imagine. Please pour PSL back into cup. Thank you. No. No, I shan't. I shan't, Yarf. These calories are mine to keep. Evaporates all the pumpkin spice for the wall. I can't believe you did that. You don't realize it's just a combination of spices. There's cinnamon, amongst other things. I'm actually not quite sure, because they call it pumpkin spice, like, right? But there's no actual pumpkin in there. It's about the kind of spices that get added to pumpkin. That's the pumpkin spice latte. That's what they are made of. I shan't yarv is a really funny thing to say out loud. Yeah. Nobody says shan't. I remember learning that in English classes back in the day. It was like, what the I've never heard anyone say this, and I still, to this day, very rarely, if at all, hear people say this. I probably say it more, personally, than I hear people say it. Like, genuinely. It doesn't have pumpkin? Nope, it's not. It's just the spice that usually gets added to pumpkin stuff. Makes a pumpkin spice latte. No shant, only shanties. Yar har. Or yarf har, I guess. It's like cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, clove, black pepper, and I think cardamom or something? Maybe. When it's Pirate Holiday, huh? Actually, I think it's speaking like a Pirate Day soonish. Isn't that usually in October somewhere? Hang on. We gotta get the research. Speak like a Pirate Day. Oh, it's already happened. September 19th. Was Talk Like a Pirate Day. That's your pirate holiday. You missed it, Ben. We all forgot. Sure did. Yeah, I really be missing it. Was I streaming on 19th? I might have been streaming. Yes, I was streaming on 19th. Actually, I remember now. I was working on Weebs. Yarned. It's over. Yarned. You can't just... So Yarver. There's always next year! You know, hey, you can compensate by dressing up as a pirate for Halloween. If you're really that fucking bummed about it. What I'm doing, I'm just... What if shape? Y'all been gaming? Any Silk Song gamers? Hades 2? Released? Was it? Yeah, a week ago, huh? Or Thursday last week. Almost a week. The gamers are eating. They got the Silk Songs, they've got the Hades 2s. Hi Zombie, how you doing? Welcome in. Haven't had time to keep playing Skong. Aw, but you wanna? I mean, you beat it. Or are you trying to get that whole Steel Soul achievo? Of a singular deathless run? Doing well, has Strange Morning? Oh, a good Strange, a bad Strange, neutral Strange? The indies are really killing it right now. Oh yeah, no, the AAA industry is heavily criticized at the minute. Some misguided, some no, they got a point. Just big AAA titles are getting real expensive, and they're getting really bold. Looking at Nintendo's Day 1 DLC for the new Pokemon game that's coming out later this month, this October. Which, yeah, that's a choice. I've been deep in the weeds of Silent Hill F. Game Goo. Yeah, I hear good stuff about Silent Hill F. I've not seen much of it, though. But it do be the time of year for those kind of games. Very appropriate. Slept early and woke up early, but then I decided to take a nap and I was late into the afternoon. Aw, I've been there. What I'm wanting to do here. It's still too circular, I feel like. Like, while I could be putting elements of autumny shit in here. I just got to get that noodle cooking. Probably been going for an hour. Unless you don't include ads, then we are approaching the hour. There's a Bob game, huh? March for Logistic, great game, but the name is too long to remember. My GameCube is called There's a lot of buzz. There's a little similar syllables. Same syllables, even. An anime? It's like Durarara and... What was it? Hedoro? Was it? I don't know. I forgot. The one with Kaiman. This buff dude with a blonde from Battle Nose Hairs? I have no idea what it's about. Battle Nose Hairs. Huh. It's very weird. Yeah, there tends to be weird anime out there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Shiver's a blonde afro. And that do be looking like those are indeed very long hairs coming out of that dude's nose. I don't think I've ever seen any of this in all my years. Good shapes, though. Very early zeros. Stylization, if not late 90s. It's wild. Oh my god, who stretched you out like this? We live and we learn. Like that song. I don't like how the spacing here and here is very samey. It's probably not gonna be a design. I guess I'm just up both brain and arm. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Mishka's not really an odd sleeper, but what if... make it look like she is? Like the paws stretched out, right? Flattened. But then her body is twisted in a way that will still reveal tummy. Oh! Sorry, Sonny, can't allow that word. That word is a bad word, apparently. Which I learned myself a few years ago. Is it? Yep. Wait, what word? So for context, well, as we're starting soon, it's the word spook. So spooky without the Y. Which originally is the Dutch word for ghost, but it was used in a kind of way back in World War II. Give it a Google, I'd say, and you'll probably get the article that says like, yep, no, Spookwaffe and stuff. Which is no bueno. It's yeah. So I'm not allowing that word in here. Yeah. People being shitty. No worries, didn't know that. I suffocate a lot of people in here. And just anywhere don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. You can learn, and then when you learn and you decide what to do with that information, then we'll see. Because I'm just like, personally like, okay, guess I won't be using that word. Spooky is fine. But you gotta include the Y. Yay. Hi Ender, how you doing? Have a good lurk. Never mind, I guess we won't know how you're doing, because you're lurking. And it's your God-given right! So I highly doubt that my mic is catching some kind of background noise. If it didn't really catch my fan at all during the summer, I imagine it's not catching the humidifier that's even further back behind me. I had to pull out the humidifier already this season. Because the last few days I'm like, why am I so itchy? It's like, oh, my skin is fucking dry because it's getting colder. Yay. This apartment gets super dry. Chilling like freezer. Gotta put on a sweater. Layer up. Oh man, it's also the season of my favorite feeling of or one of my favorite feelings of sitting behind some kind of glass during autumn weather and the sun beaming in and you're holding a hot beverage while it's cold out, but that sun through the glass makes it nice and warm and then you get your warm drink in your hands. That's just the fucking best. The little things in life that's like, yes! Sign me the fuck up! Cozy core! I saw a reel the other day that described it pretty accurately. Like, I don't want to be warm, I want to be cold in a warm blanket. And all cozied. That shit's moi, chef kiss, yeah. I can find some time somewhere to go out of my way and make that my reality. It's still not super cold here. I think today is like 16, 17 Celsius. But there's a weird wind to it, where supposedly the temperature doesn't feel that much lower, but for some reason I feel chilly. There's a crisp to the autumnal air. Mm-hmm. I'm realizing now, as soon as I drew these eyes closed, the eyes on the mug are closed, and on the tote bag they are closed. Do I want all three merch drops to have closed eyes? Maybe I'm overthinking it. But it is making me pause and like, huh. Hi, Yeti. We doing the quick conversation before deciding how to comment. Hehe. Hi, hello, how you doing, Yeti? Get a lower fat ratio than before, you might feel the cold a little more, but I also have more muscle. Which I think also kind of warms up the body a bit. Metabolism. Over here in the Philly area, it's 56 Fahrenheit, 13 degrees, but it's going up to 73, 22. Ooh. Conversion, sorry. Gotcha. Good ol' autocorrect. Yeah, you have that weird thing right now where if you have to commute and you leave early in the morning, it'll be chilly, but on your way back, it will be a completely different climate. So it'll either be cold in the morning or hot on the way home. I think you can generate a lot of heat with muscles, but if you are sat still, fat works better to keep it. Yeah, I suppose. But again, I've got that standing desk option for me. And standing makes me warmer, so. Body temp go up. Hi Jazz, how you doing? So just wear shorts and deal with the cold for about an hour. Fair enough. Oh, the autoplay didn't do its thing. Alright. And I guess the autoplay will be me manually moving over the mouse. Cool. YouTube fixed its or changed its UI for the player, but it didn't do shit for its playlist stuff. Since the part 2 was a bust. Oh! I need to go back to the surgeon to finish up my roast before they want to do anything, so I gotta wait for another appointment! Fuck, that's annoying, Darkfold. Is it like wisdom tooth surgery stuff? Getting ready for your day and feeding Vincent. Hi, Vincent. Please give Vincent some good pets. Only good ones. None of that mid shit. None of the mid pets. High quality petting. The front teeth. I'll be doing well to get down for my anxiety. Aw, man. Sorry to hear it's getting you so anxious, Stevie. You'll be fine in the end. You're a strong one. This will drop to 0 degrees Celsius sometimes at night. Freezing. So early. Really, at this point, I'm just having fun with shapes. I don't know what this one's supposed to be. As you should enjoy those shapes, mold them to your desired outcome. I want rectangular! Also, I hadn't said hi yet to you, Kieran. Hi, Kieran. What if just a really big Mishka print on the back that's just like looking back at whoever dares gaze upon. Somehow maybe we can squeeze kind of idea into something rectangular. The Covenant Hole picture? You mean this one? I was thinking, like, he got her back, right? And her hind legs. Squished up against the sides. Gotta get the tail in somewhere. Negative space here. Is that the photo on the shirt with the original Dark Souls Join the Covenant text job done? Man, why did I leave that version? Because I did edit that one photo that I have of Mishka in her Covenant hole. Where I grabbed the UI from that prompt. I keep losing it. Alright, that's a happy Wednesday to you too. Hope you're doing alright. Where's Mishcube? Oh, Mishcube. Cube. This is not the photo, but this is one of the photos where she's in her cube. Got another appointment on Monday. Hey, at least you got an appointment sorted. But yeah, it's very annoying when things don't go the way you expect them to. So cute! Hi, Space Star. Welcome in. Oh, where she is. The side of it always. I always scroll through my long list of Mishka photos. Like, I remember it being taken in this living space. So it's between these photos somewhere. It was like, oh no, wait, I'm in the next apartment. I've gone too far. I've missed it. Cube. Miss Cube. Mish Cube. This one isn't a cube, but grab. I don't know. I saw it and I thought, hey, y'all would like to see this one, wouldn't you? Free Mishka content. Different cube content. Cube tent. Cube. Cube. Music Quest, thank you. Yeah, I think I missed it again. It's... Oh, no. Found it. Oh my god. And here I thought I'd missed it. There it is. With the UI. Cabbed. Chat. Chat, will you join this covenant? Yes or no? Will you abandon former covenant and join this one? Stepped on the shirt, job done. I think Namco Bandai will come for my ass like, hey, you're not allowed to resell our UI design. Fuck you. Give us money. Yeah, in a heartbeat, yes. Nod. Good. As it should be. Yeah? Yeah! Nodding. Hi, Enabler. Welcome in. Good morning, my favorite American streamer. How fucking could you? That's an insult to other American. I can't be your favorite American streamer. There's so many American streamers out there. Also, I'm not American. I'm the thing that's being blocked by cat photo. I'm Dutch. Give me the photo, I'll just get my own print. No. If you redraw the UI yourself, it should be fine. Probably, but I don't want a UI thing. I don't think. Especially, then I start to worry about, like, if it looks like buttons that could be pressed. Knowing that there's interesting people out there, shall we say. Like, if there is indeed a button-looking design that looks like, haha, would be fun to touch and press it, that might cause stranger danger. I don't want stuff that I designed to have that stuff happen to people. Personal space makes sense, yeah. Like, I did not give you permission to touch me! I am very much a, hey, don't kind of person. If I haven't dropped it in the Pets channel before, for prosperity's sake, I'm gonna bop the Mishka Covenant.png in there. But if you didn't read it, the UI, you could change the options to yes / hell yes. True. Pin it. There you go. Had a pin that looked like a power button on a hat years ago and people were obsessed with touching it. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. Curzec actually did something I asked. You didn't even ask it, though. You just said pin it. There was no question mark in there. There's not a single ask in sight. But yeah, I keep losing this photo, so this will be an easy way for me to find it again. That's true, I'll not ask in future. You could ask in future. You could try. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I want anything button UI design looking stuff on apparel or accessories, because there's interesting people out there. Asking is the polite form of demanding. Well, it depends on hierarchy. If your boss asks you to do something, and it's technically an ask, you could technically say no to it, but there may be consequences to you saying no to your boss, right? Twas a demand, if ever. It was more like a demand than it was an ask, that's true. Saying please is just a manipulative way of demanding. Context? Can also just be begging. Like, please, just do the fucking dishes. Do your part of the chores. You out for a walk now? Back to Lurkin? Have a good walk! I kept it on the front of the hat, so I could stop people. I'm sorry you have to deal with that at all. I was like, hey, whoa, hey, personal space, buddy. I appreciate you enjoying this thing that I own, but, hey, back off. Which is ironic for me to say as I press the zoom in button. See the error of my ways. You said no to your company many times and I'm still here? Bold. I love it. We love to hear it. I think this could be the first fun design. It also keeps like in mind for the hoodie version that there is a hood on it, right? So it may end up drooping a little bit over the print depending on where it goes. It's possible that part of it gets covered up. Yeah, there's like just a little bit here on like default firm. So making sure there's nothing too interesting going on up here. We'll make it suitable for both hoodie and sweater. Alright! I think this is something I can work with. Now I just need to... How do I set up a ruler? Symmetry ruler that is like perfectly centered. I have done this in the past. Phew. Snap to ruler? No, that's not. Do we just make like a 1 pixel line vertical? I just might. Right, folks, I'm Mr. Parta. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good one, Sonny. Thanks for popping in. This is a probably stupid way of doing this. Hey, look. It's perfectly centered! Not me needing to look at Mishka photos now. There's another one where she's loafing too. Like on the tote bag, but unless I like make it more pounce looking. Yeah, I think if I put the beans out actually, that's cuter. And they can obscure the face a little for some fun layering. I'm so used to drawing both sides rather than relying on the symmetry tool that when I'm reaching this kind of center stuff, I end up crossing the line anyway. Because I can feel like I get a more natural curved line out of it. I don't like how when I switch to the eraser tool, it doesn't erase symmetrically. I'd have to set the brush to clear, or get the lasso tool like I just did. There's gotta be a way where the eraser tool is also affected by the symmetry. Maybe that's like a later clip feature. Just annoying. Because then if I switch to the clear version of the brush, I have like the same brush settings that I use for the actual brushing if I switch to clear to erase instead. Proportionally, it was a long. And rather than making it touchable, probably like make one overlap with the other. Little nosy. You could combine this with the hat. So if you have people looking at you from the front, they'll be staring at the Mishka looking at you respectfully on the hat. But then if they're behind you, Mishka's still looking at people respectfully. And we just need something for the sides. We need the tote bag and a staring respectfully. And if you get two of them, you can wear one on each shoulder. Genius. Or tote bag over one shoulder and travel cup in the other hand, even though the eyes are closed in that one, but maybe. There'll be a limited edition run of eyes open, lol. I, for one, would very much like to have the travel mug uploaded, sorted. I don't like down. Something off about this shape. I think this is just too flat. It's more of a curve. A weird sharpness for right now. Compared to underlying sketch. Looks so baby. Something. How's Mishka? Mishka's doing alright. He's being baby, as always, at her age of 13 and a half. Baby lady. How are you doing, G12? Welcome in. Copy the I have. Good, good. Your cat is 17, by the way. Now that's an old lady. That is an old lady. Aww. Cat looks very precious in the photos that you share in the pets channel. The way this looks, but then I have like such a hard time squeezing in her face. Dark patch. Love the cat meme I was coming in your Discord. Yeah! It's an old edit. And I keep losing this photo, so I put it in there, and then Ben was like, pin it, and I'm like, damn, you're right, I should pin it. I learned recently that the Guinness World Record for oldest cat is currently 26 years, and she lives in the UK! Gosh. 26? How old is that in human? Like, what's the human equivalent of 26 years on the cat? Like 100 something? 120! Has any human ever reached that? Have we ever had a human past the 110s? Oldest human ever. Wow, French woman who lived to be 122. Jean Comment. Says a quick Google, unfortunate AI overview though. Was lived 116, 37 days. Yep, here in the wiki, Jean Comment. 122 years, outranking the number 2 by well over 3 years. Are they still alive? No. The oldest person passed away in 1997, or oldest person ever passed away in 1997. The number 8 passed away last year at 117. That's the most recent person to this list. Yeah, the top 10 oldest people are all women. Number 10 is 117 days and 81 days for a woman, and number 1 oldest man is 116 years and 54 days. Crazy. I don't think what would the quality of life be like at that point? Insane. Gosh, the current oldest living person is 116 years and 37 days. Born in 1909. Wasn't that when World War I happened? Jesus Christ. I like how Mishka's sleeping and is like, all thoughts empty, just floof, yeah. 1914, gosh, yeah. 5 years old when World War I started. Insane! to know that there's someone out there who may still have some kind of conscious memory of the First World War. Maybe. I don't know what the condition is of this person. Because again, quality of life would worry me greatly. Those numbers. What an interesting sidetrack. At least I think it is. I think the human body is interesting. And the differences therein. The human body can be both wondrous and horrific. And wild. Would you get brain chips? Depends on the function and manufacturer of the brain chips. If they, like, avoid people having, like, dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff, that could be cool. I don't know how it would work, but imagine. Because, like, watching people fade away who have stuff develop like that shit's awful. It must be a nightmare to experience yourself. If it means anything to anyone, my great-grandfather did 5 push-ups and drank a beer on his 95th birthday! What a fucking baller! He'd have slept the rest of the day on the chest. That's cool. That's great-great-grandpops. Kevin, are you gonna try to mimic your great-grandfather? If you get to that age? If you just do 5 push-ups every day for the rest of your life, you'll stay in condition, probably. I'm still stuck with my family curse though. All the men of Ryan's side died at 79. Ooh. All of them? Like, at exactly that age? I believe so. Dang. That does sound like something. It is not my place to call it a curse. It is not my family. All I can safely call it is like, that is one hell of a coincidence. Or one hell of an observation. Or occurrence. This face, there's something odd. It's not Mishka. Not the way I draw her. Did like the paws though. Gonna just copy, trace them. Maybe I make this a little different though. Oh. The brush was set too clear. I don't know what will happen to me. Very common occurrence in my family. Is an early demise through cancer. So, yay. Definitely feel like I am probably more susceptible to developing anything. Heart disease also seems fairly common. I like to think that heart disease isn't as likely to get me because of my current lifestyle, if I can keep that up. But hey, you know, I could be hit by a car. That stuff. Differently. Hi, Bananas, welcome in. Worry not about the stuff that you may have heard me say out loud just now. It's fine. Don't worry. I don't know when I'll be back to streaming. I should probably be fine for Saturday stream. I'm gonna see how I feel after the end of tomorrow after dinner time, if maybe that could be a good little time slot for like a little evening stream for about like an hour, hour and a half-ish. And that would be my evening stream, so like... See, it's nearly 3. Like 5 hours from now, that could be a starting time, probably. Another music request, thank you. Shadow Sky, Mario Party 9. Sounds like a track that could be from Mario Galaxy. Didn't that bundle come out today? Isn't it soon to come out? Mario Galaxies 1 and 2 for $70? Because Nintendo can. I don't know. That bundle makes me so angry. Is it the price tag? And lack of visual or edition stuff? I don't know. I know a lot of people are quite critical of Nintendo as of late. Surprised to like of any improvement? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they do it because Nintendo can. People will buy it anyway for that price, right? There's a lot of complaining about the prices, but there's also plenty of people who do it anyway, and that's probably enough for Nintendo to tide things over. Nintendo making bundle out of calling us Mr. Gay. Buh. Played a lot of Sonic Racing Crossbows, pretty fun. Yeah, I heard good stuff about that one. At least that people are enjoying the new Sonic Racing game, which is good. I really got beta for my most anticipated game ever. Or are you hoping for a Galaxy 3? The shape is fucked. Galaxy 3? Maybe after the movie? I don't know, man. just know that the Mario Galaxy games are very well liked. I've never owned a Mario game. I only played like a couple of levels ever in my life on someone else's system. One of those franchises that just never really drew me in. Seemed like it was for people that were already familiar. I feel like the most interesting looking one to me was maybe Mario Odyssey? And even that one I don't see myself really acquiring ever. Probably more likely to pick up older Legend of Zelda games, considering I've only played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which are very different from the other Zelda games, I'm well aware. A friend of mine really wants me to play Wind Waker one day, preferably the GameCube one. Odyssey's a good one? Yeah, I heard good stuff about Mario Odyssey. Seemed full of whimsy. Or good stuff about, was it Mario Wonder? Which is getting like a Switch 2 variant expansion DLC situation for additional money. So baby. Oh. No, it is reset. Fucking goddamn it. This scale. Way and change. Stays symmetrical. Rares tend to be pretty consistent quality. Yeah, I can't say I've heard of like a recent Mario title where the reviews were like, this one's fucking trash. So how do you peep? Makes them fairly safe as the franchise goes. Not that everyone is great, but none seem bad. At worst, maybe like products of their time. I feel like the only people that are really good at the old Mario games are the ones who've played it over and over and over. I feel like if you put an old Mario game in my hands, I'll probably get a game over. And if I'm not mistaken, if you have a game over, you start the game from level 1, don't you? Because that's how it be in ye olden games. I don't know, platformers and I never really gelled well. Do I have any platformer games that I'm like super passionate about? I don't think I do. My favorite games involve some kind of running in or moving around in 3D space as opposed to platform. That's true for Mario 1 through 3 maybe, but by Super Mario World there was sensible continues, I think. Gotcha. For the Mario experts in here, what would you say for a beginner of Mario games? What would you recommend people start off with? And why? Is it your personal favorite? Is it just like the most likely to be enjoyed by a newcomer? That I'm particularly interested in getting into the Mario franchise. I'm just curious what people will have to say about this massive game IP. Probably 3D World is very beginner friendly and you can play with only with friends. But that means I'd have to play it with friends and online, which will require a subscription, which costs additional money. That doesn't draw me in personally. I'm so single player minded and focused. Not only, see, completely different context. For 3D, probably Odyssey is really just that strong of an entry, but Galaxy is silly and fun too. For 2D, I don't know, Super Mario World as a familiar classic maybe? SM3 I'm guessing is Super Mario 3? I don't know. Enabler, I'm sorry. I say either Mario 3 or Mario Bros. Wonder. You'll get to feel how the platforming works out. Fair? Yeah? Alright. 2D platforming, though. Imagine. Yoshi's Island too. But that's a spin-off, though, isn't it? More than it is a Mario game? You got a baby Mario in it, but time to make I even bigger. Bigger oogly booglies. Because we probably can. Yoshi's Island is so cute. Got some iconic music. That much I know. We got ads. Very sorry. They do be running. Super Mario 3 is the origin of Tanuki Mario. Ah, that one. Don't know that it really pushed Mario for someone who isn't into platforming, though. It's not that I'm not into platforming, it's just that I haven't really played any. Except Hollow Knight, but that one's Metroidvania as well, which is its own flavor of difficulty. Yeah, starting off with Hollow Knight is probably a rough way to start a platforming experience in the Metroidvania space. What the f- I don't want this to be too straight up. What if I just do? I don't like how too straight up this is. Hmm. Just a more mess that year. Oh my god, she's nodding. Looking rotate. Gotta do a big think about this transformation because the file is huge. Probably should have done the head pause in a separate layer. I can still make this happen. There we go. Now the front paws and the head are separate layers in scale to my heart's content. I want a nice balance. All these shapes while being anatomically convincing. So will this one have the same knitted texture as the dogfoot one? Nope, this will be a print one. The knit one has a limited option for yarn color, which I feel like begs for its own fun kind of design stuff. Maybe later. I do have that version of piece of clothing wishlisted or listed as a favorite to do something with in the future. But for now, I'm keeping it to print on. Big print on back kind of design. But those are very nice sweaters. India did a great job making something with them. Look very comfy as a result. Probably the ears. I don't know if they should be popping out over the body shape or be framed by the body. You can try both, I suppose. And the tail is the only non-symmetrical feature! Wow. Probably still keep, like, necks in the center. Make it flow from there. Probably gonna make some variations with proportions. Don't give fucking software a big think every time. So right now I got the tips of the ears sticking out of the silhouette. But what if tuxedo supremacy? Tuxes are good. All cats are good. Azatos said hi. Hi, Tazatos. Stay sleepy. Don't wake up. You'll end the universe. How you doing, Mila? Welcome in. This version. I feel like this is more clean. It keeps all the shapes rounded, right? Exactly, that's why we named her that. As long as she sleeps, she doesn't destroy everything. Ah. There's something nice about all the shapes being rounded, but there's also something nice about, like, this one not rounded shape also being a part of the silhouette to kind of break up the sameness. There's something nice about the sameness, and there's something nice about the not sameness, maybe. Hmm. Decisions. Higher butt, more excite. Lower butt, waiting for excite. True. This is more relaxed. That's a good point. And she's, like, looking with intent, like... with big eyes. And a tail that is going swish. I will probably change something about the negative spacing for the tail, though. We'll go with higher butt. Some more interest. Juno! Thank you for subscribing for 3 months in advance! Thank you so much! Gonna be lurking, but thought I'd get in the last bit of September. Yippee! Hope you and Mishka are doing well. Hope you're doing good too. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Hope you continue to enjoy the emotes for 3 straight months. Hope you're having a good lurk. I didn't hear the alert, by the way, but I do believe the sound played for all of you. Love these inconsistencies, and I don't know what to do about them. I'm not sure if it's a Twitch thing or an OBS thing. I think it's a Twitch thing. Because I remember when I was touching out, when I was splitting up the audio stuff, it would sometimes not play audio for the first time. Sound didn't need play? Yeah. At least I have a visual. That catches my attention from the other monitor. There's a mask over there. Hydration check. Ah! I am not hydrated! Fuck! What? I'm so hydrated. You have no idea, Blue. Lunch eated. Ooh, what a late lunch. Past 2 p.m. I've been there though, plenty of times. Pretty sure I had a late lunch myself on Monday. Get shower. Clean. Cleanse thyself. Hey Ben, as the ultimate Mishka connoisseur, how do you feel about this? Or on the back of a sweater and hoodie? Like, all big. Sphinx cut. Ready to pounce. It isn't much of a pouncer, though. I always approve of Mishka content. Not a single criticism. Ever. Haha, well, oh. Critical of Mishka content. Or just the lack thereof. I thought it was the real thing, true. The real deal, the real creature. Mishka's perfection personified. I genuinely keep finding it so interesting that my basic looking, default, dictionary picture looking cat is so beloved by all of you. Because to me, she's just like a normal tux. Just a chunky one. You got big old peepers. She is default cat to me. It's hard to go more default cat than Mishka, I feel like. Maybe a tabby? Orange cats are its own breed of default. She's a security bean, which makes me think of my own. She must be protected at all costs. Yeah. Oh, man. She do be a security bean. She wasn't upset with me when I got back from my very semi-spontaneous trip to Belgium last weekend. When she wasn't as pleased with me last time I had a spontaneous trip like that, and I was gone for even longer than this one. Couple hours extra. Household pets are always beloved by all. There are cat haters. who are really weird about being proud about hating cats. There's a whole subreddit. There's a subreddit for everything, but that one is like, okay. You don't have to like things, but making it a personality trait that you don't like something is a choice. Not one I would make. And that's not me saying that because I happen to like cats as just anything ever. Not just disliking cats, but disliking, I don't know, a book or a movie and making that your personality trait. That's such a negative thing to be part of your life. I can't do that shit, man. I don't want to know how to do that shit either. That sounds too negative and waste of energy to me. Maybe there's a catharsis to it? I don't know. Surely there are other things in life. Basing your personality on hating something will end up making you a hateful person? Yeah, that's what I think too. The whole doesn't like cats because they can't control them like a dog sort of thing? Partially? Maybe? Some of them definitely are upset about the way cats are because they're not like dogs. And it's weird of them, honestly, to expect them or want them to be like dogs because you have dogs. You wouldn't expect a fish to be like a guinea pig. If we want to keep it more like mammals, you can't expect a guinea pig to be like a rabbit. Or a hamster. I think some people are turned off by the aloofness of cats. Turned off is one thing. This is like aggro about cats existing. That reminds me of Valerie from Pathfinder Kingmaker. She had a bad experience with the goddess of beauty and art and made her whole thing just hating art. That sounds miserable. Good thing that sounds like a fictional character, but there's probably people out there that are wired similarly. To put it nicely. Or polite. I mean, not nice. That's to put it in a way. And to be fair, it's different when you own your own cat and they love you. They also like to poop on people's lawns, and no matter how much of a cat lover you are, you know, cat poop smells bad. That's why you keep your cats indoors. Listen, as much as I get very excited when I'm out and about and I see a cat, I'm like, oh, come over here, let me pet you. And they actually do sometimes come over. Sometimes they go their own way, which is also very valid because it's just a creature. I'm of team keep your cat indoors because it's just safer for them, for the environment, for the other animals out there. Everyone wins. And if you want to give them some kind of outdoor feel, make a catio. A confined, inescapable space that's outdoors, unlike your balcony or in your yard, connected to your home. I've entertained the idea of catifying my balcony, but I don't want to risk it going wrong when I'm not looking. And it going wrong would mean farewell to creature, and I don't think I could live with that guilt if that were to happen. Onsta, no! Hi, Onsta! I'm also team indoor cats. Babies need to be saved. Yes, you're right. You're so right, Onsta. How you doing, honey? Hi, Curzec. Those are good mooshes. Thank you. I was debating which one is better for ear shape to be out or within back, but I think within back is better. A lowercase Ben. Oh, that was a mistake. Scary game is scary. Ah, you were playing Final Fantasy F, weren't you? I hear good stuff about it, though. Yeah, yeah. Final Fantasy? Oh shit, did I say Final Fantasy? Silent Hill, what? Why did I say Final Fantasy? Did I say Final Fantasy? Keep calling it Fatal Frame? Yeah. It's because of the F. It's... F. F to me. Oh, I'm just silly. Final Fantasy Tactics re-release came out today. Oh. That sure is the true. That's another big franchise that I've never played. We were talking about earlier how I've never played Mario, Final Fantasy, never. That might be why, maybe. Maybe. What you doing up at this hour, Onsta? Although it's not super late into the evening, I guess. For you? I played Final Fantasy X, but none of the others. Final Fantasy X is a damn good one, Onsta. Which Final Fantasy would you try first? That's a tough one. Everyone has opinions. Yeah. I'd probably prefer starting off with a modern one for like the conveniences of modern game design. The laugh scene, that's from the 10, isn't it? People like to make fun of that scene, like it's such silly laughter, but isn't it apparently, like within the context, it makes kind of sense of what they're doing? Final Fantasy 16 seems like a Curzec game. It did look visually interesting, yeah. The one with lightning, that's 13. That one is like, what, 112 hours long, though, isn't it? Something insane like that. Which, for me, in comparison, like, the longest I've played, like, a single story thing that is, like, JRPG is probably Eternal Sonata, and that took me 50 of gaming hours. It's a lot. Like, you like Clive? Maybe? Eternal Sonata? Ansta! Do you know Eternal Sonata? Haven't heard the name. Oh my god! You may genuinely be the first person in my chat to be like, oh my god, Eternal Sonata, I love that game. Ah! Ansta, I fucking love Eternal Sonata so much. I love the music so much. I'm shaking your hand. I'm shaking your entire body. And yelling in your face like, ah! You never beat it? Oh. Well, if you have a PlayStation 3 and I end up deciding to visit you and you have a second controller, we could play it together because you can play with up to 3 people. You can assign a character to each different controller. Hey. There will only be one person playing in the overworld, but the fights you can split up into 3 people. You just need the controller for every player. Yeah. Me and my friends play with. I've played it once or twice with other people. It's fun. You can yell at them like, you should have blocked! You dingus, now I gotta use a healing item on you. Now I gotta revive your ass. I've only played through the entire thing once. I tried doing an encore mode run, which is higher difficulty. Dude, everything slaps you dead in so quick in comparison to regular difficulty on your first playthrough. Good god. Also, hi Dizzy. I tried to emulate, but it crashes. Yeah, it's probably not a very common game for people to be like, let's make this emulatable, because it's, gotta get your ass beat! Like that character whose name is Beat! Because it's all musical themed. PS3 emulation seems hard. I think wasn't it the Xbox 360 version? No, the PS3 version is the better version, because it's got more stuff. Like, in that Encore mode I mentioned, there's 2 extra bosses apparently in it. Or I think it was 2? It was just 1, maybe. Maybe 1 and, like, different costumes, but we don't do it for the costumes. We do it for the bragging rights of like I beat it in Encore mode because it slaps you. We never owned a 360, so I had a PS3. Yeah, the 360 version came out originally. That was the first one to come out. It took like a year and a half in between for it to come to PS3. It was strange. So many games I missed out on though. Honestly, you and I, so many things I haven't played. I mentioned earlier, I've never played a Mario, and then I've never played a Final Fantasy. I've mentioned plenty of times, I've never played, shock to everyone, I've never played a Castlevania. Felt like so many good JRPGs and anime-esque games came out on 360, yeah. It was weird though, I think. I feel like it was more common for JRPG stuff to come out on Sony consoles first over being an Xbox exclusive. It's okay, those are hard, yeah. I mean, I'd love to try Symphony of the Night one day. It took significant effort to get Curzec to play Metal Gear Rising. It was just sitting there in my library for ages, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. It's a good time. When it was PSX and PS2, PS2 especially, they were a treasure trove for JRPGs. Yeah, PS2 was just gargantuan in sales numbers, though, wasn't it? I think the only one console that's come close to that kind of sales numbers was the Wii. And there's still like a big distance in sales numbers between PS2 and Wii. PS2 was the machine, yeah, that was pretty much peak gaming, I feel like. Well, there was some good stuff in PS3 and later consoles. Like, you know, we got the Bloodborne for PS4. PS2 was a time, And I have one. I wonder if mine still works. I don't know. I could play Oogie's Revenge because it's October now. The Night Before Christmas game that's like a Devil May Cry. You guys ever heard of this game? The Night Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. It's, I think, considered canonically almost a sequel to the actual movie, kinda? It takes place after the movie. Tales of Symphonia is worth at least 4 RPGs. Play it for us. I'd have to figure out how to stream from a PlayStation 2, which I don't think I have the means for that. Random song. Emulated. Oh, I wonder if that one's emulatable. But yeah, Oogie's Revenge was a game made by Capcom. A lot of the dev team on that game worked on Devil May Cry before and after, I think. And you can feel it, you can sense it. It's a hack and slash. Have you ever wanted a hack and slash with Jack Skellington? Now you can. Devil May Cry Oogie's Revenge. It's essentially a Devil May Cry game. It even has the fucking DCBAS ranking situation. Jack Skellington doing Dundas gun tricks. No, he's got a soul robber, which is like a green thing that he's got attached to his arm that he can like jelly grab and slap and turn it into weapon shapes with. PS2 emulators are pretty good. Oh my god, yeah! I wonder if I can find... And then the boss fights, onset the boss fights in Night Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge, they are, for the most part, just a normal, like, Devil May Cry-esque fight, but you pick up these musical notes during the fight as you hit your enemy. And when a meter is filled up, when you pick up all those musical notes, you get a quick time event a la karaoke in Yakuza, where you gotta press the button right on time to make big attack in return with. They have a little song, they have a little lyrics. that are always the same. There's some bangers on there. There's spin-offs of songs from the movie. There's also an original song in there that's actually quite nice. It's actually quite fun. It plays when Jack Skellington fights Sally's dad, the doctor. I forget his name. It's genius. It's a fun game. I happened upon it by chance. And I saw it being sold secondhand for very cheap, and I'm like, alright, I'll take it, I'll play it. I love Devil May Cry. This sounds fun. And I liked it. Got cheat codes too, so you can easily unlock some costumes. They should have put that in Kingdom Hearts. Imagine. Maybe then I tolerate Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is not for me. I tried the OG Kingdom Hearts years ago, and it's like, I'm confused. It's too sweet for me, I think. Listen, very fair. It's just, I'm happy for the people who do enjoy it. It's just not for me, it's just my cup of tea. I gave it a fair shot. I am not super into Disney, so that's immediately, like, half, if not, like, maybe more like 75% of Kingdom Hearts' charm not appealing to me. I like how ridiculous it is, it exists, but it goes really off the rails as the games go on. Never played a Final Fantasy, and then you only know the Disney side? Yeah. It needed more Wampers? True. Yeah. Surely somewhere in the background, when they go to the Night Before Christmas realms in Kingdom Hearts, there's those Wampers in there. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts and Night Before Christmas, I do have, like, a Figma. I think is it a Figma? Let me see. It's a Play Arts figure of Jack Skellington, but it's like the Kingdom Hearts 2 version. I do have that. Wait, hang on. Jack Skellington, Play Arts. It comes with a little zero as well. Look! I have this. I have it in a box though, because I have opened it once in the past, but he has difficulty standing upright. He comes with his own little, like, he doesn't freestand like this. You need something to keep him upright, because he's just too spindly to stand on his own feet. Yeah, you can see it in this person's photo. It comes with a little stand where you make him pinch around his waist. It's possible, yeah! On my figure though, one of the legs comes off super easily. Like, you rotate it a little bit and it's like, well, you're popping off, king. And you can rotate the upper arm and the wrists. You can bend the arms and shoulders. It's fun. It's a neat little thing. You can interchange the heads. He's got different expressions. And a free floating zero. I don't care that it's Kingdom Hearts branded. It's still Jack Skellington, and I like Christmas. Speaking of liking, hi Renee. You are likable. This bat is likable. I want this griffin skin in Guild Wars 2 so bad. What the fuck is this assault? What, me shaking this creature? In excitement? Like, I want it. How you doing, Renee? We were talking about the beat 'em up that is A Night Before Christmas Oogie's Revenge, which is a Devil May Cry like. No, me being informed that I am liked upon entry. Goddamn, shoot on sight. What, you want me to say that I despise your face? Is that what you want? Stop, I'm blushing. Is that what you call it these days? You see Curzec that the creator of the Bat Mount in Guild Wars 2 has put stuff on their art station? I have not! Have you both seen Hades 2 this week? Yeah, Rene has been playing it. He's been playing on stream too. Playing some on Sunday. Cuff. Oh. Thank you, Ben. Oh, look at this pretty creature. A fruit bat skin for the Griffin mount. Was responsible for the sculpt model, textures, and implementation. This is definitely one of my favorite skins. The saddle in particular was an interesting challenge to develop from scratch. Yay! Original bat concept by Kate Fileshifter. Ooh. God, these creature shapes are so fucking good. I'm gonna be browsing this. Did they do all the mounts? There's a lot of mount stuff going on here. Some good shit. I guess it's nice that not everything from ArtStation got purged a couple years ago because of people being like anti-AI and ArtStation being like, but what if we embrace it though? And people very rightfully taking the stance of like, no. Don't embrace it. He's like, I found the cute Zero plushie I found in an arcade. Aww. There's a really big white woman, and she's mean to you. It's very cute. I thought I took a pic of it. Aww. Surely somewhere out there. Also, Renee, don't listen. This is Outer Wilds music. You hate Outer Wilds. Because you're quirky like that. Canonically. Imagine. According to canon. The Deep Lore goes. Ever played it? No. Irrelevant. Hey Renee, what if you played it though? The Outer Wilds DLC is very suitable to be playing during Halloween times. I'm just saying. You got Final Fantasy 9 in GameCube and Mars game. Fair. Points towards Silksong, Hades 2, unbeatable in a month. Liza P DLC, have you not beaten Silksong yet? Fair enough. I thought by now maybe you'd had. And I don't mean that in a like, oh, you haven't beaten it yet, man, skill issue. Not like, oh, well. I don't know how many hours you've gotten into the game. Punches my innards. I mean, yeah, it's Silksong. It is Hollow Knight. Time? Yeah, no, dude, I feel you. Really, my only gaming time is when I'm walking and playing Pokemon Go as I walk. Speaking of walking, who the fuck is walking into my stream if it isn't Space Pirate Fenrir, raiding with a party of many? I've never met a game that actively despises me. Specifically you, Renee. Hates you. He was shouting out, Fen. What were you doing, Fen? What were you up to? Working on getting a speed run and Steel Soul runs in one go? Ah, so you're trying to pull a Lowy. I see. Fucker. Hi, Raiders. How y'all doing? I'm working on a sweater design. The idea is that it goes all the way at the back. Like, the whole back. of both sweater and hoodie. What the heck? Why aren't you following you yet? Well, you are now! Hi, Bath! How you doing? Welcome in! Thank you for the follow. Ben, if you're doing an art, feel free to drop in any art tags. I'm waving! I'm waving back! I just... Imagine this arm moving, this is me waving at you. If you look at my VTuber model, you can see it move across the screen as I move my cursor. I have a kind of limited VTuber model. I want to make more models so bad! So bad! So bad! But time. I have a list of stuff I want to try. So bad! But time! First I gotta get this fucking merch situation going. Chat, Raiders, do you like merch? Here's a future tote bag. Fuck. I am prepared. Except I'm not. But I could be. But like, what about a travel mug? That looks like this. Show real? I'm getting to it! We were doing concept art, but actually we opened up trick-or-treating for Spooky Month. Oh, spooky times. But yeah, chat, I'm working on some merch based off of my creature, which you can see snoozing over here in the corner. Let me make the picture a little bigger. This is my creature. Her name is Mishka. She needs to start paying the rent. This looks so cozy. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to have a nice, warm, and inviting feeling, especially because it's a travel mug. I'd personally want a travel mug that looks like this. That's kind of the way I've been going at this sort of stuff. Like a tote bag. It's like nice and warm. And it won't be this color in the background. I just got to pick this color from the sample that Fourth Wall uses. And now I'm working on a sweater. And like the whole back, like you see in these gray boxes? Yeah, I want the entire Mishka in there. Let me know if you need to poke you about the thing as well. I am... Ah, it's in the back of my mind, I promise. She pays rent in adorbs. Well, she could be paying rent in other ways. But besides doing merch stuff, this is my second time dipping into merchy stuff. I'm an animator. I'm a freelance animator. I actually started freelancing again last Friday, and it just means that my schedule for streaming is significantly lessened, but it's kind of looking like this was what I do. Alright,
let's do this!
I can assure you a pirate's life is for thee.
Bring it, Barky! I will drink you under this fucking table. You have no idea what kind of night I've had.
Kijk maar uit, want anders val je zomaar op je gat.
well, that's what I do. For a living. It's a living. I actually don't have a whole lot of time left on my stream for today. But I'll keep y'all over here. So much telling good stuff. What the fuck? How dare you? Such slander. Such slander! Hi, yes, I have a stream deck. I've got buttons that does stuff. Haha, I get support. How I can't believe. Can't believe you've done this. Fine, no talent, a vast wealth of accumulated skill and dedication. That's it! That's the spirit! Sure showed us! Yeah, just like hyperfixate on things that interest me and like get better at it over time. Spending time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears. Actual tears. Imagine crying over drawing. That has been me, actually. Like the one time I was on a deadline and I finished a big poster after spending hours on it and like very little time left to wrap it up. And then I shrunk it down because big to share with people. And then I overwrote the work file to be so small. And it needed to be printed, and it being so small then made it unprintable. Ah! I had to redo the whole thing! Ah! I made it better though. I think I still have the variations, the versions between them, because it was for my graduation film. I believe I still have stuff. Do I not? No, it should be here. Promotional poster. Yeah, so this was the first version that I'd saved, and then I'd overwritten it, and like, oh no! I fucked it up! And then I had to redo it, like, well, I might as well try to make it a little bit better, and bam. I think I made it a bit more interesting. But not making the character completely in shadow. Even though technically it would work like that, but yeah. You can see how I had to do the stars differently. Everything had to be redrawn. I think I traced over stuff as much as I could, so like these little flowers are even slightly different. It was an improvement, but not after a big fucking sob. Goddamn. That shit was stressful. I have no memory of the summer after graduation, because I was just like... I didn't exist. I practically didn't exist. I have no memory of summer of 2018. I think a sob is allowed in the circumstances. Oh, absolutely it was. Yeah, I am not like, cringe, you crying over a project. No, I was under stress, duress, deadlines after a whole school year of waking up at the buttfuck early AMs, staying in school from opening hours till closing hours, which I think was from like 8 AM to 10 PM. Go home. Sleep, rinse and repeat 5 days a week. That does something to a motherfucker. I don't recommend that lifestyle, but you know, college life be like that, huh? Even in the Netherlands, that college life be like that. I love having a healthy work-life balance. Wish you could get me one of those. Also, Rosie, thank you for subscribing for 9 months. That's our baby! Thanks to Enabler for my gift sub. Yay, Enabler! Thank you. Gosh, we have known each other since around then. 2019 was when we had that first project together. So the year after. It was the same year I started on Helva. I didn't start on Helva until a year after graduation, so yay. Right, 19, not 18. Yeah! It's fucking pedantic, so don't fucking worry about it. Hi, Bowler Hat! Wars hack. Yeah. Yeah. College life, thankfully, behind me. In terms of the stresses of deadlines and teachers giving you more homework than it's worth in study points. Criminal. But oh, if you complain, you get told like, no, that's just what it's gonna be like in the work industry. And it's like, okay, maybe it is. It shouldn't be. Have you considered? Bad practices need to stay in the fucking past? God knows I'm trying to. But yeah. Anyway. I am supposed to be wrapping up. But I can do like one more cheeky little quick, like, fill, because I don't want it just to be character. I like the idea of there being some kind of backdrop. May take a while to complete. Oh. It didn't. Not necessarily this color, but just to give an idea of like, to give her more of a square space to be felt like she's squeezed into. Give her more of a reason why she is shaped and boxed in, quite literally. But what about suffer for art? Yeah, that's why it's called painting, right? Like that quote from Ned's survival guide, or whatever it was called in English again, I forget. The American title. Squarespace product placement. Imagine being sponsored by Squarespace. I hear mixed stuff on Squarespace. Kara very recently reminded me that show existed. Yeah, it sure did. It was on repeat a lot in the Netherlands. That's declassified, that's it. There was an extra word in there, and in the Netherlands it was just Ned's survival guide. There was no declassified. We had a shorter title, haha. I don't know if I would just want it to be just a flat fill, though. I probably would want some kind of texture. Maybe not this, but just like to give the note to self. Like, I want more interesting stuff going on in that backsplash. Because Mishka herself would be flat colors, probably. Don't know what kind of stuff I will want in there, though. I'll do some mood boarding and inspiration gathering properly for once, but I do think this could make for a fun sweater design. Finally! Oh my god, it only took like 3 streams to come up with an idea where I'm like, maybe this could be fun to have on the back of a big piece of clothing. I like, if my clothes are gonna have a print, I like the idea of them being big on the back, you know, occupying all that furry real estate. Hence why I was so quick to purchase that Nysa Guinevere hoodie. There is some stuff on the front, but the big art is on the back, and it's like, oh, that's a cool looking hoodie. As we're running, I think after as are over. I know people just got in here, but I gotta go. I got stuff to do, unfortunately. I have groceries to acquire and steppies to get. I'm only at 3k steps. Criminal. I've not been getting my steps in for the last 4 days. It sucks. I guess while ads are going, I can look for someone to raid. No worries, thanks for streaming. Yeah, I should be back Saturday. Maybe tomorrow evening. Like, it's afternoon for me. It's 4 p.m. for me now. Maybe at 8-ish. Maybe. Big maybe. I'll have to feel and see how I feel by then. Well, my raid target is about to go BRB, so cool. It'll be a surprise. Or at least that's what the visual is suggesting. But yeah, definitely we'll be back Saturday. Maybe tomorrow evening. I think I'm gonna keep Friday evening to myself this week. Thank you for the follow! Appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the vibes whilst I was here. Should be more art. I'll be continuing the sweater. Hopefully I'll have gathered some ideas for what I want for the back. Alright, ads are over. During ads, for those who couldn't hear, I'm scooting out. I'm heading out. I got stuff to do. I'll be back on Saturday for sure, maybe back tomorrow evening. But for now, we're gonna rate someone who's just done a little BRB from the looks of it. We're gonna go say hi to Smilky. I believe they are working on some Your Character Here gift sub situations, which I gifted a couple subs to claim a little spot. I don't know if he's gotten to mine yet or if he was about to. We'll see when we get there. Miss you already? No, I miss you guys already. Thank you all so much for showing up. It's been a week. It's gonna be a little while until I can figure out a nice little rhythm for streaming while working without burning out. Yay, that's the main goal. Keep it all sustainable. I don't want to burn out again. Fellas, I don't recommend burning out. Burning out fucking blows. You want to do stuff? Forget about it if you're burnt out. You can't even play your fucking video games. You're too fucking tired. All you can do is lay in bed or lay on the couch and just barely exist. Don't burn out. Please. Thank you. Good stream, burn out bad, that's right! Just a little- no! Kevin! I'm gonna kick your ass, I know where you live! I'm gonna kick your ass and steal your dog! I play video games to relax. Sometimes, genuinely though, hang on. So, with my experience with my burnout, video games were too taxing for me to play, energy-wise. Physically couldn't. I had all the time, with all the relaxing and time I'd taken off of work, I did not have the energy to play video games, so don't burn out. If you love doing stuff, that makes sense. Yeah, you just literally don't have the energy. You can barely exist, and sometimes these days, I still have those days where I'm just like, I can't do anything. I think the last time I had that was Tuesday last week. I woke up, had my breakfast, and then my brain was like, no. Literally all I could do was sleep some more, eat, and watch videos off my iPad from the couch. Here and there. Very mindless. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. Those days still happen. And I was ending, no, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Cavix. I saw your name earlier in the follows from last week. Thank you so much for following. I'll be back Saturday. About 3 hours earlier is when my starting times is. If that helps at all. Yeah. Hi, Curzec, Lady Curzec. Damn it! Maybe I need to move my 3 hours of streaming time to later in the evening or afternoon, because I feel like there's more people that will pop in. Maybe that's what I'll try. Well, Saturday's not really. Saturday, that was a weird stream. If that makes any sense. It's not comparable. It's different than a weekday stream. Let's keep it at that. Okay, I'm gonna restart the raid to Smilky. It's tricky to catch people in the early hours. It's tricky to catch people, period. I'm lucky enough to have people watch me at all. There's so many streamers out there who have 0 viewers. It's rough out there, man. It's rough to get started. I've been streaming for 5 years. It's rough. It's bad. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Smilky. They're doing like Your Character Here. Looks like it's not yet my turn, or maybe it's happened already off stream, or when I wasn't looking. Thank you for stream. Thank you, Jenny, for being here. We are but simple men. This is true. It's rough, yeah, especially now this weird Twitch thingy. Yeah. There's rumors that lurkers don't count as viewers, which if that's the case, that fucking sucks. So, but I don't know if that's true at all. That's just what I hear. I hope it's not true. If it is true, it should be undone. Thank you very much. Twitch, you rely on lurkers, Twitch. Don't fucking get it twisted. if you're gonna deal lurkers a bad hand like that, like, lurkers subscribe too, man. That's money gone. Alright, right call. Very quickly, if you can copy paste it, so you got 8 seconds as I say this out loud. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Until next time, stay safe, wash your hands, and all this stuff. Goodbye.